Hi friends! I had the privilege of visiting the Philippines recently and I wanted to share some of my glimmers of joy from the trip. Glimmer is a term coined by social worker Deb Dana, who describes glimmers as essentially the opposite of triggers. Triggers dysregulate your nervous system, while glimmers feel delightful. Glimmers are experienced as moments that make us feel a sense of calm, connection, peace, and safety. Being out in nature, seeing, smelling, tasting, and swimming in the ocean, eating foods with flavors from my childhood, making memories with my loved ones. All of these pockets of joy embed themselves in my cells and fill me with gratitude. An article published by Harvard's Graduate School of Education states that our brain is designed to be changed by our experiences. In a process called experience-dependent neuroplasticity, neural connections can grow based on what we're learning. Therefore, repeating the same mental and neural activity like thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, especially if they're conscious, leaves a lasting imprint in the neural structure of the brain. We can teach ourselves to accentuate the positive experiences in our lives and over time, reframe the lens at which we look at the world. I'm not suggesting that we're meant to always only have a positive outlook or only expect to have feel-good experiences, but what I am saying is that we have the power to habitually focus more of our attention on the brighter side of life, which helps us become more resilient as we face reality. So in this particular video, my family and I are in Coron, which is a municipality found in Palawan. We were here to celebrate my mom's birthday, so it was a very special occasion. I've personally been anticipating this trip to the Philippines for years now, specifically because this was my husband's first time visiting the Philippines and Asia in general. So I was finally able to bring to life all the stories and pictures that I've been sharing with him since we met. But this experience was new for the both of us. Here we have thousands of fruit bats which slept on our island, and every night they would wake up and fly off to nearby islands in search of food. To be honest, these bats be squeaking, and they stayed squeaking. They were squeaking all day and all night. Our island also housed these ginormous monitor lizards who kind of just walked around and did their own thing. And now here's a 2-in-1 for you. Big lizard and a squeaky bats. Our first full day in Coron was one of both leisure and adventure. The reefs right at our beachfront were some of the best that I've seen in my life, and it was incredible that we just had to step outside of our doors and experience it. And in the evening, we had a huge celebration. And I don't think I'd be able to call myself Filipino if we didn't end the night with some karaoke. We also got to go on an island hopping tour, which was incredible. Our first stop was the Mackinac Hot Springs, which is one of the very few saltwater hot springs on Earth. This hot spring was legitimately spicy, and coupled with the heat from the tropical outside air, it felt like I was bubbling in a stew inside of a cauldron. Which is why our cold showers afterwards felt so good. For our next stop, we went snorkeling, and although this video might not do the reef's full justice, it was super vibrant and full of life.
That's what you get from being out there. They have to finish already.
Put your fingers down. And some rice wine.
That's what we've been sitting for a long.
After lunch, our next stop was Kayangan Lake.
But here in the Twin Lagoon, they call it a thermocline because they're mixing the fresh and salt water. So more on salt water here compared here in the lake. If you want to see the areas of the lakes, you will see the rock formation. It's no corals because it's almost 80% or 70% fresh water.
To access the lakes, we had to climb around 360 steps, but it was so worth it. Okay, do you want to go in a cave, best friend?
Hell yeah.
And our final stop of the day was at the Twin Lagoon.